Hello, testing, testing. I don't know sound. Oh, it's because my computer's muted. Okay, that'll do it. That'll do it. How's it going, champions? Alright, let's pop out chat. G'day. Who we got? Ambrose Ratfinks Greenie. How's it going, champions? I'm published by Playstack. Thank you. I will sell out to sponsorships, but never found the right one to sell out to. Hey, Tom, good to see you. Ambrose, I've been doing a lot of your Sudokus lately. The sound's coming out of the wrong spot. I've been doing a lot of your Sudokus lately because Bremster's been doing a lot of your Sudokus lately. And I don't know, every night he just releases, it's another Ambrose Sudoku. I don't actually watch the videos, so I don't know why he keeps releasing Ambrose Sudokus, but he's on the Ambrose train, and therefore so am I. Although I haven't finished the newest one yet. I'm playing the wrong game. Do you know how many of them is he going to do? He just keeps going, eh? Let's recap what we learnt so far. The first scenario we did, champions. It's important to recap. Is this the first one or the second one? No, this is the second one. Just those three, right. He would mind after the interview with Memearista came out. Oh, I haven't watched that. I will watch that. Can you leave a link to that or on a comment just to remind me to watch it? Anyway, there was a murder here, or I guess it's a homicide, manslaughter, because it wasn't deliberate, where the young'un, right here, which one? Yeah, the child has accidentally killed Daddy because he shot the gun through the thing. Alright, that was the first one we did. Get your ice cream. Excellent, Tom. I got my big old chocolate milkshake right here ready to go as well. Look at the size of this lad. I mean, I say it's a chocolate milkshake. It's like a protein, apple, oats. Supposedly healthy. Then we worked out the dance recital here, where old Gim Gim here was getting arrested. I should just read out the events, eh? Hekosif brought a forbidden artifact aboard the ship, forged a note from Daria, and sent it to Gim Gim Kera. Because of this, Gim Gim translated the dance as I love you, find gift within a butterfly. Bethab's Dorbury saw Gim Gim Kera hold the artifact and called a tribunal. At the tribunal, Gim Gim Kera was detained for having violated the first statute. Poor Gim Gim. Poor Gim Gim. Yeah, just DM on Discord. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright. Universal transfer device. Oh, the golden idol's making an appearance. This powerful contraption can execute a number of commands pertaining to life, memory, matter, and more. Though it was considered dangerous in previous eras, the Sentinels used the universal transfer device for a strictly essential purpose. It is used to excise dangerous memories from perpetrators, but the automaton that holds the device only functions if the target willingly complies and requests the procedure. Right, you need a consent. The device will only work if you consent to it taking your memories. That's what all the hypnotists say. Is hypnotism real? I know there's a weird way to go, but, you know, obviously those people that talk to dead and stuff are nonsense. But is, like, hypnotism is real? Is that just, like, you know, in a one-on-one session? Or is the, you know, stage show type, hey, we're going to bring a random audience member on the stage and get him to dance on one leg or stuff. Is that real? Alright. So we got a little dog in his little home here, and then Mr. Sword, dark-skinned Mr. Sword, frees the dog dragon. Dog dragon runs off, and he burns his old mates over here, and then becomes the king. So this is probably an analogy. Like, the person with the golden sword freed this person who went out, killed their enemies, and then became king. Hypnotic suggestion is a real thing, but people vary in whether or not they're affected. I think it's like a typical normal distribution, 10% unaffected, 10% super affected, and most in the middle. Is it one of those things that, like, it only works if you believe in it? Alright, I don't care about that. We'll come back to that if we need to. Anyone in chat ever been hypnotized before? The Sentience Gambit. A daring mission goes awry. Whoa, okay. They got their little UFO here. They've had a bit of an accident. That looks... Is that like a public seat? Because that looks like sort of a railing and maybe a bin there. Have they hit a public seat or maybe part of the railing? Not sure. A mounted 4-barreled gun. That's a gun, apparently. What the hell happened in there? Where's Mr. Red? Park bench. That's what I wanted to say. We only need space for 4 of us. Little Chirper will work remotely. I wonder what Little Chirper is. That's quite good. Once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path for you, I will signal you. On my signal, head straight to the entry point. After that, stay out of sight for a while. When I give you the signal, collect me from the prearranged spot. From there, we will head back to the entry point to collect Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. So, it says, once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path for you, but it also says, like, that implies it's a person, but this implies it's like a robot or something. Little Chirper will work remotely. Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. He's got a golden idol. C1, B2, B1. Alright, I guess we'll match those to something at some point. We recognize that device. And I think that's all we recognize. Is this Reservoir Dogs. Mr. Pink. You got most of what you came here for. Let's just go. Freedom at last. I guess we're not supposed to know the identity of old mate here. Once I am lone on the ship, thanks to Little Chirper's performance. Okay, yeah, maybe a robot for Little Chirper. Ensure that the path is fully clear for Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. Those are the same colours that this guy had, isn't it? Blue and red. Yeah. Oops. I wonder if one of these puzzles is like, which colour is which person? While Mr. Red takes care of our main priority and Mr. Blue plays his part, set up my demise. Once everyone is done, signal Mr. Green to collect me at the prearranged spot. Little Sherpa does karaoke. Set up my demise is so weird. Like the person that wrote this note wants to be killed? Or is it a fake death or something? I hope it's not expecting us to go and go back to the old game and figure that out. Last note was to Mr. Green. No, well, this note's saying to signal Mr. Green. So this is not... Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. We can worry about that later. For now, just get me and Mr. Black to the hideout. And he's got his little doll here. Oh, the previous one? Right. Once inside the ship, stay out of sight for a while Mr. Red plays his part. When he's ready, he'll bring you the key you need. Don't mess with its controls. They'll be as you need them. This is probably Mr. Blue, this one. Head to the room directly in front of the one you originally entered. Inside, use the key Mr. Red gave you to disconnect me. Remember, you're looking for a duck. After that, head back to the entry point. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Red there. So I think that's Mr. Blue. Tom says he reckons the first one was Mr. Green. Where's Mr. Red? So you're definitely not Mr. Red. Collect Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. Clear to... I will signal you. So he's getting signaled. Is that what you clicked onto? Signal Mr. Green. Ah, good point. Good call, Tom C. Maybe when you grow up, matey, you'll become Tom Do. Dumb joke. Okay. This is Mr. Green. Gotta get this fella's real name as well. Once I'm on the ship. So we've got Mr. Red and Mr. Black to figure out. Okay, this one's referencing Mr. Red, so he must be Mr. Black. There is no try, there is only do. But only Sith deals in absolutes, Tom. Oh, take that, Yoda. Right, and then we're left with Mr. Red here. Good. Good start. Solid. Alright, we've checked out everything there, champions. Oh, I bet this is, what was it? The Chirper. Little Chirper. How dare you? I am a sentient, conscious being, just like you, with all the same rights. Sure you are, Mr. Chirper. And it looks like it's got a microphone against it, which... Chirping, talking. Yep, that's Mr. Chirper. That's ChatGPT. Ha, I don't believe you. Admit you're just a low-life prankster talking to us through a transmitter, which you have connected to the robot's speaker. So, green there means she's being honest about her opinion. We saw both of these characters in the last scenario. Child, don't be so naive. Isn't that exactly what a sentient robot would want us to believe? Let's continue our investigation. How bizarre. Oh, we got another one. Verbal command received. Show today's command log. Checking speaker status. Scanning Viridola. Sentinel status cannot be confirmed. Ignoring verbal command. Right, so that sounds a lot like the one we saw in the Court of Sentinels on board the ship. This has the same interface and requires the Prime Sentinel, or I think any Sentinel, for it to actually process a command. Darren Brown. I have seen a lot of Darren Brown stuff, Ratfinks. And I'm sort of... Because I really do like sort of magic and that sort of thing, but I'm a little bit iffy about Darren Brown, because I sort of feel that he gives sort of the limitations of the content he does. He says, like, this is what I'm doing and it's inside this box. You know, this is the constraints I'm acting within. And then I feel like he acts with outside those constraints. So, I mean, I know it's, like, at least he's honest about, like, it's not magic and such, but I don't know, sometimes I feel like he cheats a little bit, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I do like his stuff generally, though. Like, he'll have this huge, like, 1 hour special. It's all complex. And he's talking about the risks and everything involved. And then sometimes the tricks are so specific that there's such a thing as magic being too good. In that the trick is so specific that there's only one way it could possibly be done. And I sort of feel that sometimes the way he does them is a little bit unfair. Death to all humans, death to all humans, death to all humans. Yeah, look at him dancing around. What a fun little brother. 1025. Verbal command received. Take this vapor on and repeat the phrase death to all humans. Checking speaker status. Scanning Viridola. Sentinel status confirmed. Running hold object vapor on. So that's a vapor on. Running say death to all humans repeat. So this one's been given command to sound like it's on the fritz. It does, but I still find him mind-blowing. You've seen him several times live. Yeah, I mean, he's absolutely a world-class... would you call him a magician? I don't know what he calls himself. Mentalist? Right, so... a sentinel here has been vaporized. And I think what this is telling us is that this robot did not do the vaporization, but is being framed for the vaporization by a sentinel. And I wonder if this sentinel here is the same referenced in the note. I think it was the first note. No, the second note. Where it said, while Mr. Red takes care of our main priority and Mr. Blue plays his part, set up my demise. The coffee YouTuber James Hoffman had a behind-the-scenes thing about his appearance with Jaron Brown, about how it was legitimated but also edited to appear more amazing, more than it was. Yeah. Yeah. Not sure if any of you have ever seen, it's a little bit different, but Nathan Fielder's stuff. It's very, very weird and funny, but in a similar way, like when you hear behind the... He plays sort of a very... he's a comedian, but plays a very sort of straightforward, almost autistic character. But when you read the behind the scenes, it's like, it's very strange. Very different to what you see on TV about how he made it work. You hear about his stuff? Oh, mate. I love it. I love it. His new thing is called The Rehearsal. And then his old one is called Nathan For You. I'd recommend either of them. If you want something a little bit more episodic and fast-paced and directly funny, watch Nathan For You. And if you want something a little bit more serial, long-term, bizarre... watch The Rehearsal. They're both very bizarre, though. Okay, we have... so that central bit's going to be the central bit that we saw from the last scenario. And then we also saw one of the rooms from the last scenario where the gift was. Which might be... Oh, I think it's this one. It had the printer. I'm not sure, actually. Psychological Illusionist. Yeah, right. The airplane episode of The Rehearsal. The second season is all about airplanes. You remember nothing for the last scenario? I don't remember a whole lot either. Oh, this guy's dead too. We have multiple deaths. I don't specifically know what the pink star-shaped holes are. So, there's a gun next to him. And that looks like it's half full, so perhaps that's been shot twice. The man is not breathing. But yeah, 1,000,000% watch his stuff. I'm like addicted to it. Got 5 spinny, 2, 4, 4, 5, 11. And this is... Oh, I see. We need to match the... These are the routes they took, and the fact that it's giving us, in this puzzle, red and gold means that we're probably going to have these 5 characters and the sentient robot that we need to place against these. Is that a duck or a rabbit? That's sort of a classic mind thing. You thought that was a movie reel? No. So this one just hung out here, which is interesting because there's no one there now. So does that imply that it's not a complete feed? And I mean, these are the same symbols on this puzzle, but I do not understand what the spinny is going to refer to. Hey Pat, good to see ya. You're on as my cheerleader only on Thursdays as you don't have a clue. Listening on your phone. Did people? Yeah. Have fun. Yay! Another dead person. Hooray. I started writing a script for the other channel called, and this is a little bit morbid, but like, body disposal explained for kids, and I reckon it's going to be a banger of a video. The main character is wrestling with Mum's favorite bag of rice, and then the bag of rice accidentally falls down the stairs. I think still working out the details. It's going to be a good video. It's going to be a good video. Red light scores. I thought, yeah, I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe it has to do with like age, amount of life left in them, and this one's dead, but I don't know. Could be scores, but I don't know what we're scoring yet. These look like decision trees here, but I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. Oh. Antenna. So if spinning represents... Is that like amount of power left, and then it's representing whether or not their head jewels are working? And then this one's dead and the head jewel isn't working. And squares have 4 sides, triangle has 3 sides. Yes. Number of truths told? Red spot's number of lies? It's funny that Ambrose and Tom just said the exact opposite thing. But I wouldn't be surprised if one of you is right. Like, maybe this only has a certain number. You can only have it do 10 times. And then once it's done 10 times, it's sort of out of battery and doesn't work anymore. This is going to tell us exactly how it works with double lies, though. I'm getting, what is it, parlor vibes from Blueprints right here. Which box do we open? So both true, green, 1 true, 1 lie, red. And then this is, does that mean opposite? We know from the previous games that dot means opposite. So, and this isn't like the shape's a little different as well, but I think this might be an opposite of true. The yin-yang symbol there. That's part of the... This thing was part of the disruptor in the first scenario. I can't remember exactly what they do. Hey, fellas, how you going? Scanning area, scanning area, scanning area. Ah, so I guess these consoles are just on any machines or robots. Because this is the same as the karaoke bot outside. And the one on the ship over here. 8 o'clock, schedule function detected, patrol ship. Running patrol duty, hallway circumference. So are you going to be a character as well? Hallway circumference indicates that it's probably... That one is probably walking around here, isn't it? That'd be the hallway circumference. Verbal command received. Set patrol area to gym only. Checking speaker status. Scanning Viridola. Sentinel status confirmed. Running patrol duty gym. Alright. So did we have any characters that was doing a circle here and then just went to the gym? This is the gym. Because we got some boxing stuff and weights and such. I mean, that's... No, we need to finish there, don't we? No, 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 no. Mate, you're not even on this! And that one is circumference. Is there a way out there? Oh, I guess... Oh, it's weird. Alright, let's look at some more clues first. Who has entered the vault today? The Prime Sentinel entered earlier, as only he is permitted to do. As per protocol, he identified himself and I saw that he spoke true. No one else has come. Okay, so is this the door that's entered? No. Right, so I guess we can't see the entryway. There's old mate from the last scenario. He's been frozen. So that tells us we're definitely after the last scenario, where he was partially frozen. And this is the kid that did the murdering at the start. This looks like some sort of robot that had its arms cut off. Etham's diary. Let me just check that his name's Etham. Yes, that's Etham. Where was I? Ah, in here. Dear Diary, I've been stuck in this room for days now, alone with this automaton and its creepy little statue. Doesn't look like the statue's in here, unless it's referring to that mask, but I think it's not in here. Patala keeps telling me all I need to do is instruct the robot to remove the memories I have about tampering with a harvester, and then they'll let me go. Right, we saw in the hub area, like scenario hub area, that he needs to be consent to have the golden idol work on his memories. I don't know how much longer I can hold out for. At least my Invisibook prototype worked, and I was able to sneak this diary on board. And a pen, apparently. What's happened to old mate here, eh? Confiscated artifacts inventory. A123, B123, C123. Also an Invisipen. This is a weird clue because we have an empty shelf here and then an empty inventory. So I guess somewhere else we're going to find out that there is meant to be something on a shelf. Perhaps an elf. Verbal command received. I am the Prime Sentinel. Let me in. Analyzing command. Correct command given. Scanning Viridola. Is this the exact same one that we saw in the second scenario? Invisi inventory. Everything's Invisi. No. That was at 9:45. I wonder if that's important, that that's not from this day. Dispatch call log, 10:05 AM. Anonymous caller reports scientist robot in Sector 4. Code Reg, dispatching full team for investigation. Now we got the 6 of them and the special access they have. Alright, I'll come back to that. Sentient, not scientist. Oh, did I say scientist? Gosh. They've got I's and E's and S's, mate. Same. Suggestions box. Things would run a lot smoother if we were allowed to calibrate temporary Viridalas, rather than having to wait for Gim Gim to do them all at the start of each job. So, Gim Gim is the gatekeeper. Gim Gim, who's our mate in status, is the gatekeeper for the Viridolas. The Viridolas, was that the, that's the head jewel, right? If a sentinel cannot perform his/her duties, for whatever reason, the person immediately below him/her in the chain of command should take on his/her responsibilities while a replacement is sought. Okay, I'm not sure what this is telling us. Viridola is the lie detector. Good. Oh, mate. Oh, you should get that looked at, matey. Ah, my leg. It hurts so much. He's lying about his leg hurting? That's interesting. Oh, yeah, right. So he's got some of the things from the inventory. He's got some of the things. And then we saw some of the things elsewhere as well, in the ship outside. But his leg doesn't hurt. His leg's fine. Circular saw. Once you and Mr. Blue are inside... so this is Mr. Red, we thought. Yes, who was hanging out with Mr. Blue. Grab the first key from under the bed. It was prepared yesterday, so it should be good to go. Take care of our main priority first. After that, use the second key, the one you brought with you, to get the third. Hand the third key to Mr. Blue. While he does what he needs to do, bring the stuff back to the entry point. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Blue there. Kinda looks sore to you? Yeah, I mean, it's weird, because this implies that he was meant to go back to the entry point and probably leave. But here we have him lying down, saying his leg hurts so much, which is apparently a lie. Very curious indeed. What's your real name, mate? Right, so we need to figure out which character this is as well. His thigh muscles is the second key. Maybe he was been giving some special K, some heart tranquilizer, bit of ketamine to help him get through to the day. Alright, where do we start? I sort of feel like there's a bit of work we need to do to get this one, so maybe we should start with this one. Alright, what does your note say again? Let's work out what the entry point is. What are all the words? Entry point, first key, second key, third key. Actually, Mr. Blue has the third key, so let's go check out Mr. Blue. That's something I reckon we can do. How do I get out of this ship? Oh, I hadn't clicked that. Not a clue what this thing is. Is that, like, you got these star-shaped things, which has 6 points on it. On his chest, that only looks like 5 points. 6 points, 6 points. That one's probably got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's probably got 6. So is that related to this? I don't really see how we can make that shape out of this. Alright. So, Mr. Blue was handed the third key. I reckon the idol is probably the third key then. Because that's what he's holding on to. Little Chirper will... We only need space for 4 of us. Old-fashioned carpet beater. Haven't seen a carpet beater like that for a long time. Little Sherpa and I will have cleared the path for you. Mr. Green. I'm so confused about Little Chirpa here. Because I'd assume this thing was Little Chirpa. But, like, what has this got to do with anything out here? Saying I'm a conscious being. This seems so irrelevant to everything else that's going on in the scenario. No, let me go back here and read these again. Once I am alone on this ship, thanks to Little Chirpa's performance, ensure that the path is fully clear for Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. Mr. Red is the one taking care of the main priority. Alright. Where are you? Mr. Red is meant to take care of the main priority. Take care of our main priority first. Do we know? None of these end up here. Oh. I was wondering, are we looking at this at a different angle? But it seems to be like a little bit off. See how the walk up here is pointing slightly to the right, and then it's slightly down here. So I think we need to rotate just a little. Yeah, and then the circle. That looks like an elevator to get onto the ship. I didn't notice that before. Circle is there. Ah. Does this imply that they got on the elevator and got off the ship then? Right. I was wondering, like, how is he walking through these walls? Oh, look, I didn't notice this either, but you can actually see some of the structure outside. Like the stairs and such. Which is going to be these stairs, I think. Right, okay. Okay, we're starting to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And then this one went off the roof, circumnavigated, and then veered off. Does that imply it's on the ship then? Very curious. I don't understand. How can this one just say, oh, okay. No, I'm stupid, chat. Of course we know who this is. It has to be Gim Gim, doesn't it? So Gim Gim is that one. Because look what Gim Gim's doing. The answer? Not a whole lot. Oh, though it could be him as well, couldn't it? Could be Etham. Because Etham's not doing a whole lot either. Wow. This one's walking through here. I don't know what this room is. And they walk through this bit. Because we do have information on the rooms each of them are in. Or, not in, but have access to as well. This one has access to the side room. He's not breathing. He's the Prime Sentinel, isn't he? Because he has the cool handlebar mustache. So do we have anyone that ends up in here? This one ends up next to the stairs. That indicates it's this fella, doesn't it? He's the only one at the bottom of the stairs. But our word bank... Oh, patrol robot. But are these patrol robots? No. Surely these are the patrol robots. Patrol ship, running patrol duty. I'm so confused. There's something I'm not understanding about. This thing has gone from... Yeah, the room opposite the dot. So this thing has gone from this room here, down the elevator, and then outside, and it's ended up, X marks the spot. Some of these have X's, some of these have arrows. X indicates that this is where it ends up. So why do you end up outside, maybe? The symbol as well. I wonder if the symbols give any hints. Because that looks like handlebar mustache. But even if this is around the wrong way, handlebar mustache does not end up in the one that's opposite the elevator. Handlebar mustache ends up over here. But surely this symbol having the handlebar mustache means it's him. This... What am I missing? There's something really core to this that I'm missing. You can even see this little bot over here. Same as the other scene. Sitting there right next to the bottom of the stairs. Looks like a happy Ray. Looks like a Ray with devil horns. We got an apple, hungry snake, orca, duckbird. Are the positions at the point not circle? Well, I mean, that's what I was sort of thinking, that maybe circle is the final position. Maybe it was backwards for some reason. Would be a bit strange that all these have arrows. But even if that was the case, this couldn't be handlebars because he doesn't end up over here. Unless there's some sort of rotation the ship can do that I don't understand internally. Handlebars isn't spinning anymore. That's upside down. Looks like an angry duck upside down. But that is handlebars. Am I reading chat? Nah. This doesn't give us any clues about whether or not the battery power means that they're still alive. It's just that whether or not their little jewel works. G'day, Joe. Jordan and Apex. How are you, champions? We are struggling through here. So that indicates... I mean, we think we understand how the truths and the lies work. But is this actually meant to tell us something? Never seen this game before. It's very difficult, but very interesting and fun. But wow, I am struggling hard. Alright, let's get back to figuring out what the keys are. The details. Alright. Grab the first key under the bed and then use... It was prepared yesterday, so it should be good to go. So this guy went to a bed. But there's beds all over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So these 6 outer rooms are 1 per employee. And they probably align... No. I was going to say they align with the special access, but they're probably actually separate to special access. Purple crown next to you saying number 1, because you're the only one chatting at the moment, champion. Hey, Kinnick, I'm well, matey. How are you? I'm struggling. What was I just saying? Oh, yeah. Hand the 3rd key to Mr. Blue. So, we think the 3rd key is the idol. While he does what he needs to do, bring the stuff back to the entry point. Use the 2nd key to get the 3rd. Alright, we need to figure out where he used the 2nd key and how that got him the 3rd. Like, perhaps the 2nd key was a weapon that he shot this guy with, and then he stole the 3rd key from him. What am I playing? It's called the Golden Idol. It's like a investigative game. My god, this puzzle is difficult. I'm sure he's got the 2nd key. No. Grab the 1st key from under the bed. It was prepared yesterday, so it should be good to go. So what's the 2nd key? Escape pod inventory? Yeah. I mean, B2, I sort of feel that the 2nd key is going to be a weapon. The Wordle things, matey? Yeah, I'm that guy. Who else would I be? That's the only content that was ever, like, super popular on this channel. It's so strange that, like, all we know from this room is that all those artifacts in the boxes were confiscated. A3 is the food harvester thing from the other story. Yes. Which makes me wonder, is that the weapon? Because that's still in... It's configured in such a way... This is the configuration that can kill people. Or that can harvest them, at least. So teleport them. It teleports people, doesn't it? It teleports people. So if someone was teleported, is there anything to indicate that anyone was teleported? Arrow? Nothing. Arrow. Arrow. The apple of my eye. Is that a puzzle? You think it does teleport people? Go back to those videos. Yeah, I do think about it a bit, matey, but maybe one day. Somebody teleported the guy's thigh? Let's go back to the first scenario and just have a look at the dead guy who was teleported. And do we have any, like... I mean, he's completely mangled. He was combined. So when he got teleported, he was combined with the bait fruit. Was he? That was being harvested. Yeah, that's pretty gross. Why would he be lying about his leg? This is definitely the hardest scenario of the 3 we've done so far. Well, he does what he needs to do. Bring the stuff back to the entry point. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Blue there. Once you and Mr. Blue are inside. So, 2 of them should have entered the same way. This guy and Mr. Blue. And, yeah, you can see the only way people are getting in and out... What is this person doing? People are generally getting in and out via the elevator. But this one actually does not hit the elevator. And then comes in and goes down. Why would you go down outside, walk outside? You can't... I mean, I know it's part of the puzzle, but you can't actually tell, like, is he in the air or is he on the top of this building? Ends up in there. He's starting there. No one starts in the same place, assuming the circles are the starting point. Okay. Right, these 2. Okay, I've got something. These 2 are these 2. Lock it in. And which one's closer to the stairs? Grey hair's close to the stairs. Where was the clue that told us access? I need that one again. Patala Kib is closer to the stairs. So, Patal is the stingray. And then this one is red hair. Which I need to get from here. Beth Ebbs. Oh mate, stop it. Alright. 3 down. I'm gonna go back to this one because I sort of feel like we can deduce who this is just based on who we don't know the current presence of. Because we know Bethebs and Patala are outside. We know Morn is dead. We know Gim Gim is in there. So the only two we don't have are Heko and Daria. And Mr. Black has white hair under the hood. Really? Heko would make the most sense because Heko was very dodgy in the last scene. Where do you get the white hair from, Tom? Or are you just saying it's the guy with white hair? Which I think is right. Yep. Nice. Yep. So that is Heko. I'm wondering if the seat here is supposed to be a hint just about... Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a hint about the actual path that the spaceship took. So I think we can say if that's Heko... Is that the spaceship? Can any of these other ones be the spaceship? Yeah, this must be Heko. So I reckon that's indicating that it's probably at the top of the stairs here. Got this bench. Gone around the ship and then gone off. Therefore, Heko is the duck. Rabbit. Alright, so far so good. Now we need to work out Apple and handlebars. Man, I think... I mean... It indicates... Ah, sorry. I'm not being very eloquent, but I'm trying to figure this out. Thanks for hanging out, Apex. See you next time, champion. When we look at Spinny Spin, this is spinning. And we have no lights on. Although some of them look grey, which is a bit odd. But that could mean one of three things. It could mean that the jewel on their head is currently disabled. It could mean that they don't have a jewel at all because they're a robot. But it could also mean that they're dead. His jewel is not disabled. We know that. Wait, let's... Oh, I know. Yeah, his jewel's off. Oh. Maybe... I think I understand. Do I? They're a dead robot. Yes, both. But I wonder... Did this... It says... I wonder, did this... Like, what is the thing that's actually tracking? Like, is this tracking the whole individual? Or is it tracking the diamonds? Because if it's tracking the diamonds, it's indicating it's tracking the diamonds, right? Because that's what we've got these for. And when we look at the hints here... Here... These are antennas. They're tracking Veridolas. So the Veridola doesn't necessarily have to stay on the same person if they get it cut out of their head or if they take it off their head. So I wonder if the Viridola was taken off someone's head, and that's going to explain why the actual routing doesn't make any sense for any of the characters. Because this is like a bin. Show today's command log. Checking speaker status. Scaring Viridola. Sentinel status cannot be confirmed. Ignoring verbal command. See, I reckon someone's put the jewel in this guy. So it's not actually... That's where it currently is. But it was taken from someone. But who was it taken from? You got your jewel. You never had a jewel. Oh. We don't know if he still has his jewel. Because I've got him as coming around the ship and going out. But, oh God, what if he deposited his Viridola in here? Someone's put their Viridola in there. She still has hers. It's not running at the moment. She still has hers. There's a Viridola inside this thing. That makes me confident that these 6, even though it gives us the option of putting in, robot or something, I think that means it's going to be related to the actual 6 characters. I need to use the boys' room. I'll be right back. We're back. We're making progress, chat. Someone's deposited their head. So... I know I thought I'd already solved some of these, but this one looks like it was on the patrol bot. Because the patrol bot's gone, I'm doing the hallway circumference, set patrol area to gym only, and then I've ended up at the gym up here. Although it doesn't end up at the gym. This one's come off the ship and then come back on. Why would you come off the ship and then come back on? And the only... Oh, it must be her. Like, she's there. And that one's not ending up inside. See, this one's inside. She is not inside. She's at the front. So that's straightforward. Tom, you dingbat! And you're... She's Daria, isn't she? Dazza? Yeah, that's Daz. And then that... If my theory is correct, which it is... The only one we haven't explained yet is Morn de Silva, which makes sense with the symbol. But how does the movement of his jewel make sense? I'm guessing one of the keys is probably the jewel, because the jewel is a key, because to command some of the robots, it's probably recognizing the jewel, and that's why it thinks the Prime Sentinels come through here. So has someone gone and replaced their jewel with this guy's jewel? Oh, it's so complicated. But no one ends up here. Maybe the fact that this isn't running means that it's stopped being tracked. Alright, I'm going to put him in there, and then when it's wrong, I'm going to cry, and then we're going to all cry together. It is right. So maybe what's happened here... Well, I mean, I guess what's happened here... Was his body moved? Was he killed in here and then jewels off, not tracking anymore? And he's been brought in here to make it look like a cover-up. Can we glean that from the instructions? I think killing him is the main priority, is it? Is murder a word we can do? Or we can probably just put main priority is there. Robot's victim. We have 2 victims. You didn't follow a single thing. Where was the second victim? Didn't we have 2 dead people? This is definitely the hardest one of this DLC, and perhaps of any of these that we've seen. But, like, this is implying it's a Sentinel. I sort of feel like they faked their death here. But then that'd be a bit strange that Robot's victim... Right, who has the note that says I'm meant to die? Set up my device. Yeah. Yes. He's faked his death. That's what this is. It's him faking his death, because it's got the Sentinel garb. All the other Sentinels still have their garb on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has to be his garb, and his demise is faking his death. Like, what I don't love is that it's like Robot's victim and not Robot's victim. But I think it's implying that it's this one here and not up there. So the plan was to steal some stuff, Hecko to fake his death, and take out Morn de Silva. Now, we should be able to work out the entry point, which surely is the elevator. based on these. Hecko, yeah. Has to be the elevator. I don't think there's any other way in or out. Like, you do have windows here, but I'm not convinced anyone's gone through any windows. Although, I'm very confused about, Daria here. I mean, maybe she did just go down the elevator. I don't really like how that's sort of skirting the very side of the elevator, though. Alright, first key, second key, and then the only thing left is just to figure out what the gosh darn heck is going on. I don't know why he's got a saw. Take care of our main priority first. Grab the first key from under the bed. It was repaired yesterday, so it should be good to go. So... where did you go then, matey? Which bed did you go to? Because you are... oh, I forgot to plug in my camera. 1 second. Oh, where is it? There it is. Are we back? Are we back? Am I here again? I'm back. Alright. Okay, I was looking up who that guy was. Oh wait, Baldy isn't a sentinel. He's wearing the sentinel garb. Where did he get the sentinel garb from? Right, so is the garb one key? And then this is the other key. We have all these objects, though, which made me think that surely something here's the key, but... from the one who faked his death? But I got the impression that that's what this was his garb. Oh, is that just the knee? Is that what they've done? Just the part missing. I think that adds up. It's a bit strange though, because you can still see the circle. Then you have this blue stuff. Like it's glued on. And the blue stuff looks a lot like... where do we see other blue stuff? We did see some other blue stuff somewhere. Oh, where do we see the blue stuff? Is it on the ship? That's got blue stuff on it. I don't think that was the blue stuff I was thinking of, though, is it? Dead guy? No, he's got purple stuff. Oh, the saw. Oh. Okay, no, I figured out something. So he has gone in here with the saw. The green saw. To cut off the hands here. Probably to take the golden idol. It's creepy little statue. Right. So the golden idol is being held by this Automon. It's being held by this fella, right? And it's basically like, mate, you're going to be locked up until you consent to having your memories via the Harvester, they're calling it. And as part of his mission, he's stolen the Harvester, which was eventually handed to Mr. Blue. Yeah, so we got that already. I didn't quite understand the sequence of events, but we do know the third key is the golden idol, so that adds up. He has to use the second key, the one that brought with you, to get the third. Right, so he used the saw to get the third. Yes, Ambrose. Yes. He brought the saw with him. That also adds up because obviously these artifacts he didn't bring with him. And I think the first key is going to be the Veridola here. Not even one away? Are you kidding me? I think main priority's probably wrong. Grab the first key from under the bed. It was prepared yesterday, so it should be good to go. Take care of our main priority first. After that, use the second key, the one you brought with you, to get the third. I'm confident second key and third key are right. While he does what he needs to do. What is while Mr. Blue does what he needs to do, bring the stuff back to the entry point, Mr. and Green, and I will meet you and Mr. Blue there. But he never got back to the entry point. It's alright. I don't think we're going to figure this out. What the hell happened here? Where's Mr. Red? So this is Mr. Green. We only need space for the 4 of us. Little Chirper will work remotely. So at the moment there's 3 of them in there, because our mate Mr. Red never made it back. Once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path for you, I will signal you. Little Chirper will work remotely. We haven't actually figured out what Little Chirper is. And why? I don't know what's going on with this sentient bin. I don't understand the relevance of that. On my signal, head straight to the entry point. After that, stay out of sight for a while. When I give you the signal, collect me from the pre-arranged spot. From there, we will head back to the entry point to collect Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. Once I am alone on the ship, thanks to Little Chirper's performance. Little Chirper's performance. So, if this is Little Chirper Chirper's a distraction? Ensure the path is fully clear for Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. While Mr. Red takes care of our main priority and Mr. Blue plays his part to set up my demise. So these are all instructions, like this is instructions for himself. He's telling himself to set up his own demise. And then signal Mr. Green to collect me at the prearranged spot. The prearranged spot being up here, we think. We can worry about that later. For now, just get me and Mr. Black back to the hideout. So this is Mr. Blue, isn't it? Once inside the ship, stay out of sight for a while Mr. Red plays his part. When he's ready, he'll bring you the key you need. Okay. Don't mess with the controls. They'll be as you need them. So that's the third key, isn't it? This is the key he needs? Head to the room directly in front of the one you originally entered. Once inside, use the key Mr. Red gave you to disconnect me. Remember, you're looking for a duck. Ah. Wait, is this the duck or is this the duck? It's making me feel like he said, disconnect the duck, and this guy's thought that this was the duck, when this was meant to be the duck. Because they both sort of look like ducks. I think I need to figure out who wrote these instructions. Because once I am alone on the ship thanks to Little Chirper's performance. Once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path for you, I will signal you. On my signal, head straight to the entry point. After that, stay out of sight for a while. When I give you the signal, collect me from the prearranged spot. I mean, I thought it was him. Collect me from the prearranged spot. Oh, mate, I'm so lost. What is your main priority? Robot's victim, Heko Sift. What if the robot did have a victim? But I don't know which characters we wouldn't have accounted for. Because we know... Yeah, we know like where all of these characters are, don't we? Outside, outside, in the middle, in the middle, in the ship, dead. Alright, special access, calibration room. Just checking if that was potentially around the wrong way. Entry point was via the window? Oh. Did anyone else notice that there was an open window here? Right. So this is the only one that enters that's in this room. And of course, out of the four villains, only one's a sentinel and would have a tracking forehead. And we know that this is Daria. Daria started in this room with him. Oh, you trolled me good, Apex. You trolled me real good. Alright, let's just figure out which ones we got wrong. Veridola is right. Circular Saw is right. Golden Idol is right. Which means these two are wrong. Ah, Robot's victim is no one. It's no one, chat. It's no one. Who would have thought that it'd be good to read all the potential answers before putting them in? And if that's right, this will still say 2 or fewer. Yeah. What was the main priority? What were they trying to do? I mean, it wasn't to get the golden idol, because that's a key. Take care of our main priority first. They entered through this window. He was killed, but he wasn't the main priority. And it seems like his headwear, like I know he's not a sentinel, so it must be his Veridola is actually his Veridola, because no one's Veridola ends up there. Is the inventory? Take care of the main priority first. No. Oh, yes. Sorry, I was thinking, like, no, he couldn't have gotten to the main priority before these. But the second key, he's doing in here. So that makes sense. Let's take care of the main priority first. So go in there before you go in there. So that does work. I will note as well that this guy here says, "You got most of what you came here for. Let's just go." Which indicates that there's one thing that they did not get. Oh, is it just artifacts? Yeah, wow, it's just artifacts. I thought it's giving us like A2, C3. I thought it might be a little bit more specific. They left one bin of artifacts. Ah, right. So the priority was just artifacts. It's just artifacts. Okay, well done. Far out. To clear the coast, someone, something, is something. Is this about the patrol robot? Set patrol area to gym only? Wore a Veridola? Ordered? I need to check the tapes again. Once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path for you, I will signal you. Stop beeping at me, computer. Little Chirper's performance. Is this Little Chirper? You're a low-life prankster talking to us through the transmitter, which you have connected to the robot's speakers. Child, don't be so naive. Isn't that exactly what a sentient robot would want us to believe? Let us continue our investigation. I don't understand why the guy didn't make it out if he wasn't actually hurt. I mean, this is saying who, realizing what had happened, indicates that something went wrong. I think it's something to do with the duck. He got the wrong duck. He's disconnected handlebars here when he was meant to disconnect Hecko, so that Hecko wouldn't be tracked. But they went in and surely they shot him straight away. They entered through the window, shot him, went through this door. He shot back twice, perhaps. I don't know what this thing is. I mean, this is about the robot, isn't it? The clearing the coast was about the robot. Right. I can do this last bit at least. Probably accepts Hecko as well. Returned to the ship or the window and do a backflip if you dare me. I only respond to double dog dares. Is this about the... Once inside the vault. So we got inside the vault by using the Veridola. Double dog dare. I'll show you the greatest backflip you've ever seen. Whoa, look at me go! I'm backflipping! Oh, I caught a way through the backflip. Oh my gosh, look at us go! Oh, we're gonna make it! Chat! Oh, we're gonna make it! I don't know if I'm gonna make it! We're gonna make it! Oh! Woo! Good backflip. I'm glad you like that, Apex. I've completely distracted myself from what we were doing. Okay. Let's start from the start. How was the coast cleared? Once you and Mr. Blue are inside, so that's post coast clear. Once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path to you, I will signal you. On my signal, head straight to the entry point. So the coast was cleared. It's not inside the ship. It's outside the ship. Oh no, it could be inside the ship. But it's like, don't get to the ship until I've signaled you. Stay out of sight for a while. Collect me from the prearranged spot. From there, we will head back to the entry point to collect Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. Yeah, this is the prearranged spot over here, isn't it? Who is clearing the coast? Once I am alone... Right, he wrote these letters. Once I am alone on the ship, thanks to Little Chirper's performance, ensure that the path is fully clear for Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. I mean, isn't that the patrol bots? Ordering the patrol bots? That doesn't work, does it? Looks like a forward flip to you. I go both ways, Tom. Mr. Black ordered miscalibrated shot. Or maybe it's shot a sentinel? I mean, a sentinel was definitely shot. Shot a no one. Opened a window? Disconnected? Disconnected. This is going to be the duck. Mistakenly miscalibrated. Is this Little Chirper? It's just like to distracting these two. Is that what it's saying in terms of the entry? I don't think we can see the entry point from here, can we? The open window? It's sort of on top. See if I fell off or not. I've definitely fallen off. 1,000,000%. But yeah, I think I will make more videos one day. Maybe some more socials. Miscalibrated a Varadola? When did this happen? I sort of feel like this didn't happen straight away though. Maybe it did. And then something. Then ordered the robot the wrong way. Oh, Tom, I love that. Order the patrol robots to the gym. I probably stole a Veradola. Yeah. Why would he need to wait, Is this Mr. Black again? Your Veradola from Etsy. It just says Sentinel status confirmed. It doesn't say which Sentinel. We do have timestamps here. So this all happened at 10:10. And then 10:15, 5 minutes later, they've gone in here. He wanted to impersonate a Sentinel? But Mr. Black's already a Sentinel. Impersonate a different Sentinel. And then this is the one that entered the vault, isn't it? Yeah, he's Mr. Oh, gosh. Mr. Red's doing the vault stuff. Or a Veradola. That. Oh. No, this isn't mistakenly miscalibrated, is it? Once inside, Mr. Red. Disconnected? Is that, can you use that word for sawed away? Oh no, stole artifacts and the golden idol. Using the latter. Someone. Is this going to be mistakenly disconnected? Which one was doing the disconnecting work? Which one was told it's a duck You're looking for a duck. Mr. Blue was... So I think Mr. Blue disconnected the wrong one. Chipper? Red gave it to Blue. He wore a Veridola that Mr. Blue had mistakenly disconnected. Does that... I guess that works. There's no indication on if the Veridolas are disconnected, if they'd still give access via the robots. Realizing what had happened, returned to the ship and... This is a person here. Is it not returned to the ship? What did they use the golden idol for? Get me and Mr. Black back to the hideout. Ordered? Oh, is it just that he's ordered, this guy? Is that all it is? Mr. Green. Because he does order Mr. Green. Mr. Blue. Far out. Who did something to Mr. Blue? Who, realizing what had happened, returned to the ship and ordered Mr. Green. Using the latter. Can't see some of the puzzle? Oh, really? Alright, my dumb face is in the way. Okay. I'll go over here for now. Can't end the sentence with ordered Mr. Green. Do you think this is about how Mr. Red got shot? You know it ain't English. This has to be returned though, doesn't it? Like no other word fits here. Returned to the something, because it can't be wore to the something, disconnected to the something, ordered to the something, reported, maybe? Return to the window. And shot Mr. Red, but Mr. Red wasn't shot in the window, so that doesn't really work. You like return to the ship? But then we can't do shot Mr. Red after return to the ship. Reported to the principal's office to get detention. Golden idol. I mean, maybe this is. Well, it isn't golden idol because I don't see how the golden idol was used. Ah, we're so close. We are so close. I need to use the boys' room again. Chat, solve the puzzle for me while I'm gone. Be right back. G'day, champions. Thank you, Ambrose. Alright. So we think he's gotten Hecko's headband, right? His Veridola, which is the first key. And he was meant to... It was prepared yesterday, it was good to go. And what was meant to happen is Hecko's first key was meant to be disconnected, but they got the ducks wrong, That's not a duck. It's a man with a mustache, matey. That's the duck. So when we follow his journey is that of Hekos. And we know that this is Hekos. So he's taken it from under this bed. Right? I called the duck-rabbit confusion right from the top. Indeed. I mean, I've seen that. That's like a very well-known optical illusion. But I didn't really relate it to this one. He's grabbed it from under the bed here. He's walked around in a circle. And then he's returned and gone out the elevator, up the stairs. This is the meeting point, and flown off. Wait. No, how can he be... Whose headband does he have? What? I thought he had They handed off the headband? Right, did they bring in like a fake headband? Or another headband? Because he's not tracked at all. But I do think he did grab Hector's headband there. That's where the turnaround is? Yeah. Well, he's gone around in a whole circle here. This little turnaround here to go out. Oh, is that when he was shot? And then the headband was taken and swapped? But why would Hector take his headband back? Purposefully, mistakenly, repeatedly, or belatedly someone. I mean, Shop Mr. Blue doesn't actually work here, because then Mr. Blue never returned to the ship. Because this who is referring to this person here. Disconnected? Oh, we have Little Chirper here as well. Hey, Pat. F indeed. Maybe there's a Y-wing. I really need a inference chain. Like, it feels like Mr. Red stole artifacts and Golden Idol is right here. Using the latter. Stole the artifacts. Veridola? No. Ah, it's so hard. Get the second key to get the third. Hand the third key to Mr. Blue. One trip around the hole about finding all the patrol robots to order them. So the patrol robots were ordered at 10:10, which is before this was entered. You walk around that hole in a minute. Yeah. I mean, if he was being tracked, then he wasn't being tracked when he went in. He does have artifacts, so he must have gone in. Because he has the saw and he has the artifact, so we know he went in. But he couldn't have gone in with a Veridola. Or a tracked Veridola. Because none of these go in and out. Which one's Apple again? Daria. Daria goes outside and back in. Was that when... was she being distracted outside as part of the distraction? Thanks for joining, Pat. Get some good sleep, matey. Appreciate your company. This all feels pretty good, this sentence. I think we need to mention the sentient robot in the first sentence, the singing robot. I think this is ordered a sentient robot. Miscalibrated the set patrol robots to the gym. Shot Mr. Blue. Ordered as a transitive verb. Doesn't that work? Mr. Black ordered a sentient robot? It gave it an order. It ordered it. I'm not sure. Ordered it off eBay. Got disconnected and miscalibrated. Available. I still like ordered. Mr. Red. I know. I know. Is that... maybe that's miscalibrated. Ah. Mate, using the ladder, something repeatedly? What is this thing doing? Like, if we look at the artifacts, we have 1, 2, 3. Order the robots to the gym is good. Okay. Three artifacts in there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have 9 artifacts. B1, B3. So we have all of the Bs in here. C1, C2, A3. C1, C2, A3. Yeah, we have A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. So all the artifacts that are accounted for. The idle was not set correctly? I don't know. How did this happen? What the hell happened in there? Where's Mr. Red? You got most of what you came for. Freedom at last. We can worry about that later. For now, just get us two back to the hideout. It's the engine closest to the idol? $10.20, this was told to ignore. Show today's command log. Let's have a little bit of a think about this thing's... His headgear, even though it looks like he's wearing it, was deposited into this guy. How did he end up in here, like, without his headgear? It says that his headgear started in this room. And all it's done is gone to the elevator and been deposited in here. I mean, how can we know that the idol is not set correctly? And if so, how does that affect... Let me have a look at the clues in here to see if there's anything we haven't considered. I don't know what this is referencing. Is that the ship? Is it saying the dog? Is the dog the golden idol on the ship? And they've sawed through the chains, the hands. And the goldens come out, idols come out. And it zapped these two things? Is that the two characters down low? And now it's wearing a crown outside. It does feel like this is referencing the saw and the hands. And that's referencing the ship. But I don't understand how the rest of this would go in there. Top 3 highlights from last night's drinks event. Go. Easy. Loverboy serenading you over the PA system. Please don't remind me. This obviously happened before because he's still around. Keep dreaming, sweetheart. Moving on, how about the flawless impression of Patala? You sneeze without authorization, prepare to be vaporized. My masterpiece. That was amazing. Speaking of Patala's wrath, how could we forget the old-timer speech about ending the restraint policy? I was merely being ironic. It was quite the manifesto. Soon all Lumerian will agree. We have the power, but are unwilling to use it. This cannot stand. The strong must dominate the weak. So much fuss over drunken joke. Joke or not, we might have to tell Mummy and Daddy better safe than sorry. No, please, I beg of you. Patala has no sense of humor. Relax, we're messing with you. We all know that you have never meant something like that. Oh, right, of course. Very droll, ha ha. He wanted to end the restraint policy. And then... allowed to calibrate temporary Viridolas rather than having to wait for Gim Gim to do them all at the start of his job. And that suggestion was rejected. People don't say droll much anymore. No, they don't. It's a good word, though. If a sentinel cannot perform his or her duties for whatever reason, the person below him or her on the chain of command has to take on their duties. 10:05 a.m. Okay. We can put together a little bit of a timeline. 10:05 a.m. Anonymous caller reports sentient robot in Sector 4. Code red. Dispatch full team for investigation. This is the distraction, right? Anonymous caller reports sentient robots. Reported a sentient robot. Okay. Reports. Okay, I feel better about that now. And that was Mr. Black that reported the sentient robot. Let me just confirm it was Mr. Black doing the ordering. Little Chirper's performance. That's the sentient robot. Ensure that the path is fully clear. Did you do it? Little... Yeah, because he wrote the notes. Okay, I think that's okay. Ordered the patrol robots to the gym. So at 10:05, that's when the sentient robot was reported. At 10:10, I think is the next event we know of, they were sent to the gym. At 10:15, Mr. Red has visited this area. I'm the Prime Sentinel, let me in. So Mr. Red was wearing... He is the Prime Sentinel. He was wearing this guy's Viridola. But then this guy's Viridola never goes to the middle. But he says, I am the Prime Sentinel. Prime Sentinel status confirmed. I don't understand, because we know 100% that that's Morn de Silva's. And he's Prime Sentinel. Oh. If a Sentinel cannot perform his or her duties for whatever reason, the person immediately below him or her in the chain of command should be able to take on his or her responsibilities while a replacement is sought. So if Prime Sentinel is dead, and we go through the order of... This looks like to be a hierarchy, because we got Prime Sentinel at the top, Assistant at the bottom. So does that mean Morn was killed, therefore Patala Kib had Prime Sentinel's access ability to do Prime Sentinel's duties? Which would have given her access to Vault. When Morn de Silva is the only one, center is Vault, that would have had access to Vault. So, what's Patala done? But Patala hasn't gone in there either. We've got Patala out here. No one goes in there. I don't understand. I mean, surely that's implying that it's Patala's key. No, it says the Prime Sentinel entered earlier as only he is permitted to do. He identified himself, and I saw that he spoke true. I don't understand. How can it... Does it know it's he? Patala's not a he. Is Patala a he? Maybe Patala is a he. Did we figure out if Patala was a he or a she? I sort of vaguely remember thinking Patala was a she, and that maybe that Patala was a he. Prime Sentinel status confirmed. And opening door. Or maybe that was... Oh, actually. Was Patala in the Fruit of Disobedience? Got a mosquito bite, indeed. I don't know, maybe Patala is a he. Oh, I've been streaming for so long and we're still on the one puzzle. Using the latter. Looks like a Neil Young type. I had too much of this chat. I need to use the bathroom again. I wonder if this is a clue though. We have not used these flowcharts. Indeed. Where are we meant to use this information? Where do we use this information? That's got the same symbol as what's on the golden idol. The key symbol. One of them is unplugged. Yeah. The other has a headset. Is this like a history? Like, I mean, this guy might have said something else that we don't see and lied. And that's why it's red. Because he can hit red here. Gates and gates. Yeah, but I don't really understand how we can... You know, that's what I thought, like a decision tree type thing. Connect and share. Truth, truth. On, off. all the patrol robots are still in the gym. Yeah, I mean, that one's got the, what is it? The neck, the extended neck, and that one's got the legitimate one from Fruits of Disobedience. The safeguards. Modified time requires modified safeguard to work. Where do we have the... Yeah. Supplied by the Sentinels. Prevents targeting of any matter except for fruit. Prevents invalid harvester configuration. If it's the approved one. So what does that have to do with the safeguards being attached to the Veridolas? This one does not have the safeguard. So it's fruit logic? What do you mean, matey? I was wondering if his Veridola was stolen, but I don't think so. I mean, I don't think there's anything there. Well, one of them's a safeguard and one of them's a not very safeguard. He's shrink-wrapped now. Maybe he mistakenly shot Mr. Blue. Oh, it's really Mr. Black then. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, we don't like shot here, do we? Because then return to ship doesn't make any sense. Maybe he was shot on the way out. Probably. No, that doesn't even work either, because again, this subject we think returns to the ship. But how can we have some event happen to this subject and then this subject return to the ship? Oops, I was meant to be Restraint. Was this perfectly disconnected? Oh, I don't understand. Mr. Black, order the patrol routes to the gym. I will signal you. Is there something about the signaling? Do we have signal as a verb? We don't. Yeah, I think that's okay. Mistakenly disconnected. It was Mr. Blue that did the disconnecting, wasn't it? To disconnect me. Remember, you're looking for a duck. He was meant to be disconnecting Mr. Black. Stole the artifacts of the Golden Idol. Using the ladder, Mr. Red purposely disconnected Mr. Black. Oh, belatedly, maybe. Because it was meant to happen up here? That's meant to be Mr. Green there. The fact that I've tried all 4 here and we're still not 2 away means that we're at least 3 away still. Order the patrol robots to the gym. Disconnected. Miscalibrated? Definitely Mr. Red that went in there. I thought it was because Mr. Red has artifacts, but they got artifacts back to the ship as well. His instructions were to get the third key. Take care of our main priority first, which is get the artifacts. Use the second key to get the third. The saw to get the golden idol. Hand the golden idol to Mr. Blue. While he does what he needs to do, bring the stuff back to the entry point. So when Mr. Blue had the golden idol, what was he doing then? Use the key Mr. Red gave you to disconnect me. Remember, you're looking for a duck. So this doesn't happen until after. The disconnecting doesn't happen until after Mr. Red steals the golden idol. So this stuff here, this isn't right. The disconnecting of the Veridola. At least those two aren't right. Purposely stole? Mr. Red wore a Veridola that Mr. Blue purposely stole. Is that the right names? No, that's supposed to be Mr. Black, isn't it? Oh, mate, come on, give me a yellow, please. Once inside, Mr. Red stole artifacts in the golden idol. Or is this going to be like return to the window and shot Morn? Ah, it's still not right. Oh, this is supposed to be mistakenly, isn't it? Disconnected. He mistakenly disconnected Morn. Mr. Black had what? I mean, Mr. Black had hidden. Set up my demise. He's setting up his own demise. I don't think him setting up his own death is anywhere in here, is it? We have signaled? No, we don't. Because Because he signals to the ship. There at all, like Mr. Black had purposely miscalibrated. No, disconnect. No, but it wasn't disconnected at that point. Mr. Red. First key from under the bed. It was prepared yesterday, so it should be ready to go. It was prepared yesterday, so it should be ready to go. Like, that indicates that it is this. Because we know that there was one here, and it's gone. And it's using the bypass of the safeguard, not the regular safeguard, but the bypass safeguard. You got something, Ambrose? Oh. If this is Morn de Silva... my insight. Like, if this is right, Mr. Red mistakenly disconnected Morn de Silva, which we think he did. Like, I do like that. Then maybe it's something Morn de Silva did here. But all Morn de Silva looks like is that he just, like, got shot twice. Probably with this gun. But where did this gun come from? Oh no, not this gun, because that one looks like it's shot twice, but there's 4 holes. But something to do with this? Morn de Silva's thing. All it's done is started in this room over here and gone outside and into the robot here. But he's dead over here. The longest time I've streamed for is? I did an 8-hour stream once. Back in the day. I think that was playing only up. Gee whiz. God. Oh god. It says that he's mistakenly disconnected Morn to Silver. And we know that symbol is Morn to Silver, but it's not actually on Morn to Silver. I gotta get going. I'm just gonna use hints. I haven't used hints in this game at all. But we're gonna use hints for the first time, because I'm absolutely stuck. Why are we breathing? Is this a hint? How does the vault determine who let it in? Yeah, we know. The headband. The man whose leg has been shot is really in serious pain. Yeah, but it says he's lying. The temporary Veridola wore by the man shot in the leg was calibrated using the unit in the left of the Veridola room. Yeah, I mean, we kind of got that already, but it was temporary. And it somehow used... His Veridola is flipped. It has the not dot. Indeed, it does have the not dot. I still don't understand how we... Oh. Right. So that's just saying that his lie is actually the truth. Okay, how do we use that? Because he's got the dot, so his red is green. So miscalibrated's gonna go somewhere, isn't it? Let's just look. What was Morn de Silva shot with and where from? That is a good question. The man shot in the leg is carrying a note telling him to take care of the main priority after using the first key, but before using the second. Yeah, we know that. The third key was originally being held by the automaton. The first was needed to access the vault. Yeah, I know all that as well. But how does that tell us how he was shot? We know the third key was held by this thing. Was he shot with the golden idol? Can the golden idol do that? So confused. What do each of the arrowhead's positions max up with? Yeah, we've done that. Patala is standing slightly behind. Yeah, we know that. Two of the symbols look like a duck. If you. I know all this! These hints don't help me! How can you give me hints that don't help me at all? So cruel, indeed. What is this puzzle? Imagine if I need to put like Heko Sif there instead of Mr. Black. Usually it's pretty good about that though. Purposely miscalibrated. I don't understand. I don't know, chat. I'm just gonna look up a solution. This is a waste of time. I can't even find the solution online. I can't. I literally can't find on Google. Okay, I found a video of someone solving it. Little Chirper reported the sentient robot? And then Hecko Sifts, Mr. Black, ordered a patrol robots to the gym. Did we know that Little Chirper did this? Little Chirper's performance. Okay, I don't know how we're supposed to know that Little Chirper did the reporting. Mr. Red or that Mr. Black purposely miscalibrated. Mr. Red stole artifacts and the gold. No, that's all right. Mr. Blue. Mistakenly disconnected Morn. Yeah, we had that before. Who, realizing what happened, returned to the ship and shot Mr. Red. Are you kidding me? But I thought for sure it couldn't be that because the order of operations is wrong. Shouldn't it be shot Mr. Red and returned to the ship? Yeah, Mr. Red was meant to give off the idol to Mr. Blue. Ugh. And this sentence as well. I don't like this sentence at all. Because this is the subject. When it says who here, I take this as the subject, not Mr. Blue. I take this, using like a blah 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 to this. Who? Not who here, who here. And then shot Mr. Red should come before return to the ship. Because he obviously shot Mr. Red before he returned to the ship. That's a bad puzzle. I'm triggered, chat. Ambrose, I'm triggered. With Gim Gim out of the way, Hecko gained access to the temporary Veridolas. He intentionally miscalibrated one to glow green when the wearer lied so that Mr. Red could use it to access the vault and steal the artifacts inside. I also don't understand. Like, there's no indication, or at least I didn't see any indication that a miscalibration was a way of tricking the robots. Like, I know the miscalibration will make it go the wrong color, but how does the miscalibration... Like, I didn't get the sense that the robots only responded based on if it said true or false. I thought that it could actually just go like, oh, you've got the wrong one, therefore, yeah, it just looks at the color, it turns out. Not a great security system. Mr. Blue was supposed to get disconnected Hecko's Veridola from its antenna, so the Sentinels would no longer be able to track him. Yep, got that. To stop them from trying to look for him anyway, Hecko also made it seem as though a robot had vaporized him. Yep, got it. But Mr. Blue accidentally disconnected Morn instead, preventing a clean getaway. I mean, we got like 95% of it. It was just the way it sort of put it all together. Didn't make any sense. Anyway, I gotta catch up on work. Thanks, Ambrose, for hanging out. I think everyone else went to bed because they were sick of this nonsense. But hopefully next week, the last puzzle will be reasonable. Anyway, I'll be back for Word Games next time and whatever. Out of all the puzzles we've done, that's probably the worst one. But anyway, Still fun to hang out. See you next time. Bye for now.